Hello, you're listening to Covid-tinted Glasses with Georgina. I'll be speaking to people from all around the world about their unique experiences of the pandemic, the good, the bad, the beautiful and the downright ugly, covering topics like friendship, family, travel, work, mental health and finding love. If you'd like to join me for a chat, then get in touch at georgina_podcast@outlook.com. Welcome to Covid-tinted Glasses. I'm Georgina and joining me is Tejaali Shahasane from Pune in India. She's a linguist, journalist and blogger. Welcome, Tejaali.
Thank you. Hi, Georgina. How are you?
I'm good. So it's been a long time since we've spoken virtually.
Yes.
So where are you? You were based in New Delhi when we were speaking regularly, and now you're in Pune. So could you explain to listeners where Pune is, what work you're doing there, and what is your kind of setup there?
Okay, so Pune, everybody knows Mumbai, Bombay. That's like capital of Maharashtra. Everyone visits. Everyone loves visiting Mumbai. So Pune is around 100 kilometers from Mumbai, and one thing I want to rectify is being I'm a linguist. It's not Pune, it's Pune. So it used to be Pune, Pwoona, but now it's Pune, Pune. So just I thought being linguist, it's my job to tell you. So it is also famous for the university. Pune University is pretty famous. It is called Oxford of East, I guess that is what they call it. Many students from Maharashtra, around Maharashtra, they come to Pune for education. So that's it's. It has that educational importance in the history of Maharashtra also, and in the history of India also. Many freedom fighters have came from Pune. Like they got their upbringing, they got their inspiration from Pune. So yes, Pune is culturally it is a big deal. If you consider Mumbai is a capital of Maharashtra, it's financial capital of India, and Pune is cultural capital of Maharashtra. So that is how I can tell you brief about Pune. So yes, I was in Delhi for more than three and a half years. I have recently moved back to Pune in my parents' house. Currently, I'm working from home. I have recently changed my job actually, so that's why I had to move from Delhi to Pune during the pandemic, and it was tough. Yes, I'm going to explain the journey during our discussion. But yes, currently I'm working from home from Pune. My family, I have my sister, my dad, and my mom in my family, and currently I'm fostering a tomcat also. So he keeps on visiting my place. So that's nice. That's an excitement in pandemic probably. That's the only visitor I can allow home.
It must be nice to be close to your family though.
Yes, of course. It's a big support.
Yeah. So you said you moved during the pandemic. So was that a bit daunting or scary, or were you just happy to kind of be heading home?
So actually it was mixed feeling. Changing job was not actually on the cards, but I had to change. And then because it was pandemic, and then my mom is diabetic, so it's like I have some extra concern about family. So some in these scenarios you want to be with your family rather than just staying away. And like in India we do have this concept of living with your family even if you grow up, and like people do stay with their families when they grow. So I decided to come back. I thought yes, I should stick along and I should be home. So yes, shifting was, yes, it was little tedious because it's like somewhere in first June, the lockdown, they opened the lockdown a bit, 1st June to 2020. So that time flight started. So I took first flight from Delhi to Pune and came back. I came to Pune because it's like I was stuck for around 3 months in Delhi all alone. So my mom was too much worried that how I'm going to manage, because here, like, we have in Delhi, I had a maid who used to come for cleaning and cooking and everything. And then in the pandemic, I had, like, everyone had to do their, like, chore, the errands also, work also, cooking also. I'm not a good cook, so it was a really difficult task. So then when I came to Pune, then after 2 3 months, I changed my job, so I had to move my setup from Delhi to Pune. So I again went back to Delhi. That was a bit difficult because it's like I had complete set there, like everything, a complete home that I had to shift to Pune. So packing, oh God, it took me how many, 2 to 3 weeks to pack all the stuff. Like, you have to pack even a tiniest needle in your house. You can't just leave everything behind. So that was tough task. And actually, my friends in Delhi, they helped me a lot through that. Sort of like, I used to invite my friends to help me with the packing, and they would help me, because it's like you have to. Uh, Otherwise, it's there is no big hassle in packing your clothing. But when it comes to kitchen, Indian kitchen is pretty elaborate. So you have spices, you have pulses, so many things. And it's like, because I was staying alone, and being it was pandemic, so I had gathered a lot of like instant cooked food also, or and easy to make food, which is like where I don't have to invest a lot of time. So I had to pack that, or I have to just give away to anyone. I had to take those decisions. But yes, spices and everything, you need to be very much careful about them. You have to pack them properly, and then even your these glasses and everything. So you need bubble wraps, and it was too much. And I mean, when I actually started packing my kitchen, that was really overwhelming experience. It was too much. I felt it's like, oh God, I am gonna collapse with this. I can't do this. But then I called my friend, then they came, they helped me. It too, I mean, otherwise it went smooth, but yes, the process was, it was testing process.
Yeah, I bet. And your friends, because obviously you're in the pandemic, so did they have to, were they in a bubble with you, or did you have to wear masks, or how did it
No,
work?
actually, no. Actually, it's like the company where I was working, everyone was following very strong protocols. Like, no, it was just a special case for me because I was moving out. So anyway, like, everyone was in that farewell mood. So everyone was willing to meet me, at least, like, if you're moving out of the city, so let's catch up one last time, something.
Yeah.
So that was little beneficial. And again, like, being it was a closed circle, so it was just us only around. So I mean, it didn't occur to us that we need to wear masks and everything. But yes, because everyone was taking that much care also, that we were not inviting anyone else in the houses. Everyone was in their own bubble. So if someone is visiting me, it would be just that person or one more friend. That's it. Not more than 2 or 3 people at a time at my home. That I like. That was something I maintained. But yes, that I think that's it. But yeah, shifting during the pandemic, it was difficult because I had to make sure that the transportation person will sanitize the boxes and everything. And when I got the material home, I had, like, it was some 600 kgs of stuff I got back. So, I mean, fitting that in my house itself that was another task. But then when we unpacked it, we had to sanitize that also, because you never know from where the cargo has came. So, yes, that was another task. So yeah,
Yeah.
sanitization was big deal.
And I wanted to ask, what was the food that you bought that was easy to make? Because
Uh, yeah,
a
yeah.
friend in
Finish your
uh,
thoughts.
a friend in Thailand, she got. We bought a lot of toilet roll in the UK, but in Thailand, she bought loads of noodles, and she still got loads of noodles left. So I was interested, what did you buy that was easy to make that you had in your kitchen?
Okay, so I was reliant on salads and I like boiled pulses. So I used to use that. What do you call moong? Let me just Google. I'll give you the right word. I don't remember. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no worries. Because we do use spices and herbs, but I don't think we look after them properly.
Yeah, actually, about spices and everything, they just I used to add a pinch of it to the
Yeah,
salads or anything just to bring that flavor. But otherwise, when they actually started the lockdown, that was more difficult period because it's like 8 o'clock. They were announcing the lockdown, and I guess at 8:15, I got call from my mom that from tomorrow there will be a lockdown of 21 days, and there was no clear instructions whether shops will be open, how it is going to be implemented, and everything. So first, like the reason my mom called me, just go out and bring food at home, because probably you won't have that enough supplies. You do have these rice and everything, that is always stocked, but you need fruits, you need veggies, you need milk. So that is not always stock, and that's more of perishable. So my mom told me, just go and grab whatever you get, so you can sustain for next 15-20 days
yeah.
easily. Yeah,
And
so let me go.
no, go on
Yeah, yeah,
about you
I'll
were
just
going.
come back to the question. This one will come in later part of the discussion. So mostly I used to this moog, rajma, then chana, yeah, chana, gram flour. So those grams. Yeah, so I used to boil them, add some coriander, some onion. So that used to be my breakfast, and then I learned cooking a bit during the lockdown. So that again helped me a bit. But yes, salads, fruits. That was my that was to go thing for me. Then what I didn't eat noodles much because I'm not fan of junk food as such. So no, not I mean, I do love Maggi noodles. So yes, I had 2-3 packets in case, like, if I really get bored and I just don't want to do
Yeah,
anything.
yes,
Maggi is always a go-to thing for me. But yes, fruits, like I still remember, it's like I bought 10 kgs of when the lockdown got declared. It's like um, uh, like 10 8 10 apples, what was there, then watermelon, and whatever, like around 1 dozens of bananas, apples, and what few other fruits I don't remember,
yeah,
dragon fruits. Whatever I got, I just brought them, because fruits are like something I can blindly rely on, and
yeah,
I can live on fruits.
yes.
So yes, that is something
That
I
was
found
really,
easy.
yeah. So it made lockdown easier.
Yeah, yeah. And then I
Um,
learned cooking. I mean, I used to like, no, I still love hummus and pita bread. So I searched for the recipe, because like one fine day I suddenly started getting this craving. I really want to eat hummus. And it's like, in Delhi also, I mean, anywhere, fine, you don't get hummus and pita bread for deliveries. There are just some restaurants who serve that. You don't get it easily. So it's like I really wanted that, and then went through the recipe. So I tried doing that, and somehow it worked. And like during the complete lockdown of 1 or 2 months, I mastered the recipe. So now I'm like pro with hummus and pita bread.
I'm actually very impressed. I tried it and it didn't taste quite right at all. So I also reached for, because we were also terrified we couldn't get the food we'd want or anything like that. So, we bought lots of tins of like chicken soup and things like that, and as well as the toilet paper. But and then suddenly I was like, oh my, I'm going to starve. And then I went to a supermarket, and of course there was everything that I wanted. So I did feel a little bit silly. So now you're back in Pune, is that correct? Yeah. And
Pune, Pune, yeah.
yeah,
Pune, Pune.
Pune, yeah, back in Pune with your family, and you fitted all your furniture into the house.
No, I didn't have much furniture there. I just had a bed which I sold.
Yeah,
What I brought back is most of the cutlery and kitchen
yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
half of the things are still packed because the new job that I have taken, it is based in Bangalore, where I may have to move in next few months. So my mom is saying that time you will need that. So let's not unpack, let it be.
So that's interesting. So you're working from home now, but your job that you now have as a linguist is in Bangalore, which is okay. Let me get this my geography. That's the other side of India. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it is.
around, I guess, more than 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah,
No, not even more than that. 1,500 something,
yeah.
whatever.
It's right. It is the other side of India. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and also, how long does it take to fly from Delhi to Pune?
2 hours.
2 hours. So you're on your own in Delhi for three months, kind of waiting. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, and you really didn't go out at all during that time, except for when you were packing up your house.
Uh,
Your flat.
so yes, during I'll tell you, I can give you a timeline. I'll give you a quick timeline. So it's like lockdown started somewhere in April last week. 24th of March was the date when lockdown got declared in India. Initially, it was supposed to be for 3 weeks, and then it got extended, which ended somewhere in last week. It didn't end. They partially lifted it. That was last week of May, and they were supposed to start flights. They started flights in June. From 1st June, they started flights. So
Right. Yes.
actually, like before they declared the lockdown, a week before that, I was already in Pune for my friend's wedding. I had my friend's wedding was on 8th March, and my mom was already saying that anyway you have came, so just don't go back. You
Yeah.
can start working from here. But my laptop and everything was in Delhi, so I convinced my mom that I'll just go back. I'll will figure out what is exactly happening. And anyway, they had started with work from home. They were considering the possibilities. So when I came back, like we were in that process anyway, even my office, that okay, you can take laptops at home or you can start working from home. And I told mom that okay, things are like sorting out. So probably by end of the month, I'll come back. And it's like okay, next week, next this weekend I'm flying home. I was about to book the ticket and they declared the lockdown, so I got stuck for till 31st May. And then when they lifted it partially, it's like I booked the first ticket that okay, 1st June the flights are flying. I'm going to take first flight and go home.
I'm not surprised. So sounds like you had a real adventure. Well, if you could call it that, yeah. And I would also say mothers are very good in these situations. My mum, who's 84, is still rings me up to say, have you bought this? Have you bought that? During the pandemic, just to check you have everything. So they're very, very useful. I bet she was very happy to have you at home. So do you? How long do you think it will be before life will get back to normal in India as a whole? Or
I actually got goosebumps because it is that uncertain.
yeah,
Because actually we were hoping that by by June end or something, things would be fine because say from November the lockdown got eased out a bit. Restaurants got opened and like people would move around. But since past month, I mean this is April, na? So from mid March, the numbers have started increasing. And actually, Pune has highest number in India, I guess. In Maharashtra, it is, but in India also, Pune is the city where there are highest number of patients. Even like today, when I'm sitting here, my neighbor has got corona. A lady who lives above me, she also has got corona, and there is one more patient who got recently cured. That guy used to stay on second floor, so it's in my building. I have got 2 to 3 patients,
yeah,
so it is that severe. I mean, we were hoping 30th June, I mean June end or July end, but what I see now is it will take more than that. Probably
yeah.
Diwali. We have to see. Probably Diwali. So that would be October or November, because though we will get out of this, but still getting things normal would be difficult.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it is going to be difficult.
so that's what I wanted to check. So Pune is part of the Maharashtra. Sorry, what's it called?
Yeah,
What's the other?
Maharashtra.
Yeah, so it's,
Maharashtra. That's a
yeah,
state.
yeah. So Pune is in Maharashtra. Yeah. And so,
Yes.
yes, that's been in the news lately. Like, as you quite rightly said, it has quite high numbers. And the vaccination rollout is happening very fast, though, isn't it?
Yes, vaccination is happening. They are providing vaccination to those who are above 60 and those who are if you are above 45 and if you have comorbidities, then you do get preference. And plus, Maharashtra CM has given a proposal to Prime Minister office that those who are anyway above 25, I guess, or 18. So those who are adults, they should get vaccine. Basically, everyone should get vaccine. That is what they are thinking. But the problem is now there is scarcity also of the vaccines also, and the remdesivir that is they are using for the cure of corona. Now there is shortage because suddenly there is increase in numbers. So, I mean, yesterday also I got a call from my friend in case, do you know anyone in any hospitals? Do you know any doctors? Because his aunt is hospitalized, like whole family is hospitalized. So, his aunt, so her husband and her son, all of them are hospitalized and they are in need of remdesivir and they were not getting the getting that medicine. And that is very big issue at least at this moment in Maharashtra. And actually, I guess the shortage is around India. It is not just like in Pune.
Yeah.
So hopefully it should. And now they have stopped its export also. So hopefully it will be available soon for people. So
Yeah.
yes, we have shortage of vaccine as well as the medicine. It is little tough.
Yeah, very, very difficult. So are you worried to go out of your apartment because people in your building have got or had coronavirus, or do you just wear a mask and wash your hands? And
Yeah, I take care. I mean, I prefer. I actually, it's like I'm not very pessimistic person, so I am a risk taker at times. I shouldn't be doing that, but still, if I have to go, I do go
yeah,
out. I wear mask. I do take care. I wash hands. When actually when I came back to Pune, every time I would go back, I would come home. I mean, whenever I would be back, I would simply take bath. Now, like because it's been a long time now, it's like boring. I'm not boring. It's like every time it is not possible to take bath and then start your routine. So nowadays that practice has stopped. But yes, this sanitization, cleaning, washing hands, that is what continues.
I think that's the thing because it's been
That's
going
the
on
thing
for so
everyone
long.
should do. Yes.
Yeah, it's just been going on for so long, hasn't it? I did see on your LinkedIn that there was a little picture and you could choose which band you wore. Do you remember this? It's like green, red, yellow, and
Oh yes,
was
yes,
that to do
yes,
with
yes.
coronavirus? Was that to do with
Actually, that's I don't remember. Somebody had posted that when everything got opened, like when people started coming back to offices. Actually, government allowed offices to operate at 50% capacity, and everyone has their own concerns. If you went through the link, it is showing that okay, you are okay with handshakes, or you just want to say hi, or you just want to be acknowledged. So those are the things. I didn't actually I wasn't part of that campaign, but I loved that idea that you should, if you are meeting someone, I mean, I'm someone who hugs every time. So if I'm a hugger and if the person next to me is not, then it is uncomfortable situation, especially during corona thing.
Yeah,
So I love that idea. That's why I had pinned it. So whosoever,
yeah,
just it's like, it's your bit of work, it's your bit of information that you are providing to people, and like making them aware that
yeah,
okay, if you are a hugger, that doesn't mean everyone else, and everyone else is not on the same page like you. So
yeah. I thought
it's
it was
like
great. So green was you not necessarily hug, but high five or something, and then red was the other end where it's like I'm keeping my distance kind of thing. So you wore a different color band.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. So
Yeah.
that's over the last kind of year now, because it's been going on for so long. Can you think of anything? What are the positive things that have come out of this, and what are the negative things for you that have come out of this?
I'll start with positive because that is something really important. And I really feel that in a way it has changed us as a person also. Like understanding of your surroundings. Indians, I mean, I'm very clumsy person anyway. So like it had taught me so it's like when you come home anyway, you they teach you in schools also that whenever you come home you wash your hands, you wash your feet, and it is like it is practiced in India since ages. But because we are, I mean, people are so lazy, so they just forget these things when they grow up in schools. And when you are child, when your parents are taking your care, you do all these things. But once you're like out in the world, everything goes haywire. So that is something came back in life. I can say the hygiene, the sense of hygiene has increased a lot for me. That's one thing. Secondly, compassion, I would say. It has, I mean, I have been a compassionate person, but now it's like that uncertainty of life has actually, it changes everything. I mean, it's like I have lost a very close person of mine because of corona, and that is actually something that's moving. Like you meet this person few months back, and you are always hoping to go back to these people and meet them and have fun with them, and they're not there. So that coping, like it that is something that triggered that let's enjoy each and every moment of life instead of
Mm.
just counting on, okay, I'll do this after 3 months, I'll do this after 4 months, something like that. So instead of that, whatever you see in that moment, just grab that, stay happy. And compassion, yes.
So,
Compassion is something that I have learned. And cooking, of course. I learned cooking. And this, I would say, endurance is another thing that, living alone itself is taxing. I mean, touch wood, we do have video call facility. We do have cheaper internet, so it was easy to be in touch. But again, staying home and not meeting your friends, family, colleagues whom you used to meet every day, that like one-to-one contact, I still miss that. Even like in now the new office has started. For me, it's like I still feel it is an alien environment because all I know is my project manager and my one more colleague. Otherwise, if you're sitting in office, even if you're not working with anyone, you still know these people. And then
yeah.
they keep, it's like when you have these people around, they keep adding to your life. So you keep getting that value addition every moment, every day. So that is something I miss. So that is what I can say. That's a negative point that has happened.
Um,
Secondly, what
just out of interest, where are they at the moment? Are they in Bangalore, or are they elsewhere in India?
so the whole team is spread across India.
Yeah.
Everyone is at home. Everyone is working from home. So my one colleague is in outskirts of Delhi. Two of them are in Mumbai. A few are in Bangalore. Few are in different parts of South India. So they are spread
Yeah.
across. And again, because I haven't met them yet in person. It is not that easy to create that bond. That like you
Yeah.
have that bond with your colleagues. If you need anything, you can just ping them, speak with them. So that is something I feel in any corporate culture or anywhere when you're working as a team, you should have that bond, and that is something really missing when, especially for new people who are joining. Even so, in case of my team, everyone is new. Basically, my project manager has also joined during pandemic only. So it's like probably no one has met anyone yet. So that strong, it's like I feel for HRs and for project managers, that's a task, or that is a challenge for them to still build a team when they haven't met anyone personally and create that rapport and everything. So
Yeah.
that is something I really miss. And of course, meeting my cousins, meeting my friends. Otherwise, because it's been how many months? 6, 7 months. If I would have been in Pune for so many long, I would have had n number of parties and n number of night outs. Nothing has happened. I only meet them sometimes for weekends. So we meet for 2, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Social distance as always, but still a lot of things are missing. I miss partying
Yeah.
with friends. I
Oh
do
my God.
miss.
So what's the first thing you're going to do when things do get back to normal? What would be the first thing?
Throw a big party. I'll invite everyone home. Actually, it's like most important is my cousin delivered a baby girl, and she would be like now how many 4 months, 5 months, and just because like she's a baby, my aunt is she's senior citizen, so. The issue is I have to travel to Mumbai, and you never know in case you grab any infection or anything. So because my aunt is older and the niece is younger, it's like it is a reservation from my side that I shouldn't simply go and meet her. So that would be the first thing. I'll go and meet her. I really want to meet her.
Get a
Because
lovely
like
hug.
yeah, I will squeeze her.
Yeah, I bet. I think that's been so hard for everyone, hasn't it? So,
Yes.
is there, if you can think back to 12 months ago, I'm sure you can, what would you say to yourself now? Like, having lived through it, if you could go back and give yourself some advice, what would you say?
To your parents probably when she's saying stay back, stay back. Moms know everything. Because I really feel like that time if I would have had planned or I would have had like a thought or to this thing that okay probably there will be lockdown and I would have brought everything that time only it would have saved me from that suffering of 3 months because it was in a way yes it is a learning and everything but again as you said moms are always concerned and when I'm my mom's main concern was that my maid wasn't coming so it's about food and what I feel is food is something that always makes you homesick and because I am not used to with cooking cleaning everything it's like end of the day I would be like I just don't want to do anything I would finish my work eat something and I would go to sleep.
Yeah.
I used to be that exhausted with everything. And then again, at times loneliness hits you, though everyone is around. I mean, emotionally, mentally, these things could be bit I would say I have become tougher in that span, but still, I wouldn't had to it wasn't needed if I would have listened to my mom and stayed back. But yes yes that is one thing and secondly I feel as I said like let's live in the moment let's not I was I can definitely tell you so in March when they declared lockdown I had planned with my sister and my mom to go to Japan. We had ticket books and everything. Like it was a dream. It was I guess Sakura season, so we wanted to go. And this happened, and it's like no. Next time, I mean, and every time we will plan, we will make it sure that it will happen because that is something. As I said, that let's live in the moment. Let's not keep postponing the plans. Let's like if I feel like doing it, do it at earliest opportunity you get.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I think that's some really, really good advice. So Tejaali, thank you so much for joining me on Covid-tinted Glasses, the podcast. I have learned so much about kind of what's been happening in India, and I really miss seeing you on our virtual work calls. So I was so happy that you could join me on this. Thank you very much, and see you very soon. Bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Oh, thank you, Tejaali. That was really, really interesting.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, I just can't believe this. Basically, it feels like you've actually had quite a similar time to me, actually, weirdly, because I was on my own in London for 3 months as well. So and I didn't go back to my mum's. And then and she was ringing me up going, have you got your food? Have you got, you know.
Where is your mom?
She lives in Derbyshire, so it's like